He's gotten a super fast eBay. Grabbing that second Rax now. And, that is his second Rax, right? Like, okay. So just really fast upgrades. I wonder if he's looking to grab 1-1 with his medevac timing. I think it is. This is a kind of an older build. We don't see as much anymore from Terran. But if he's changing it slightly, that gives me a lot more confidence in his play for this game.
The mothership core is now poking out. And let's see, he's going to be careful, actually. Well, this is not good for Trav. He's going to lose the mothership core right away here. He needs to time warp that, but will he still be able to get entirely away? That is not a fast...
no, it's not the fastest
not
unit
the fastest unit out there. All right, he does manage to get that out of there.
Yeah, it's going in such a direction, though, that...
You can see he's sending the Marines out. It looks like he wants to try to catch it.
Trap's too smart for that. He's just going way to the side. He's going to go on like a really funny path home. It's not going to be there for a while. At least he doesn't have to remake it, though.
Yeah. Now, this could allow the Terran Army to maybe apply some pressure over here at the front of the Protoss's base.
Well, Trap is a little bit lucky in this regard. He did go for a 3-stalker opening this time. It's like it's a style that Rain uses most of the time. And with 3 stalkers, 8 Marines are nothing. Like, you pick those apart easy.
Oh, looks like he's going to get a trap here, no pun intended, on one of those. And it just barely gets away.
Yeah.
That was close.
And that mothership core, look at that. Made it home, no problem.
Yay.
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 All right, so that +1 has finished. I'm sure he's going to start +1 armor any second now. That's the only reason you would get it so fast.
So things have calmed down a little bit here. With the Twilight Council on the way. It looks like Trap's just going to keep upgrading, powering up. There is a possibility for jjakji to try to attack again here soon with those 3 barracks up there, but he'll probably wait until that armor upgrade is done. Stim, by the way, about halfway done as well.
Yeah, you should be hitting with 1-1 in medevac, so he'll be like 1 upgrade up. He'll have his stim. He should start his combat shields probably right after, although jjakji has been getting kind of like combat shields.
There's the jjakji we've been seeing all day. Very good at scanning and taking out observers, keeping his Protoss opponent in the dark.
We do have charge coming up right now, and that means, of course, we're going to stay on this Twilight tech for a bit. Should be seeing the Twilight, or the Templar Archives, rather, go down pretty soon. It's been working out pretty well today for Trap so far.
jjakji now headed southbound, moving towards the entrance of Trap's base. There are no medevacs with this army, but it is a very sizable army at that.
Yeah, this time the move out actually has way more potential than before. Before, when he was doing this, Trap had made a bunch of units, but this game, Trap played like super modern style PvT, where he's very low on units and relying a bit more on the mothership core and some decent micro to just fend Terran off instead of kill units.
I've never seen a Terran so good at scanning for observers.
Yeah, he's really on top of that.
He is so good.
There's a few Terrans that really focus on things like that. Like in WCS Season 2 finals, Tasia killed like, I think the final tally was like 30 observers or something in one game against Rain. It was wild. But jjakji, he's on track for something like that if the game goes long enough. You know, he is really scanning those observers so readily. Now, the charge is already out, so just a full frontal attack probably won't do too much.
And, you know, with the medevacs not yet conjoined with the army, force fields are going to be very strong. Now, he does have these 2 coming down here to possibly drop here in the main. There is, by the way, a Templar here, so he's got to be careful. A nice force field and/or storm could be very deadly.
Storm's not ready yet.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Storm is not ready yet. Good correction there.
You know, he does not want to attack around those force fields.
Yeah.
Not the best force field. That's a lot of energy he's already expended. But those sentries have been out for a bit, so he can definitely do a few more force fields and another Guardian Shield. You have to be really careful, though. Before you have that Psystorm out, you're really going to have to utilize force fields to control the fight correctly. And we do have that Warp Prism on the way for some counter-harassment.
And the 3rd base is being acquired right now for jjakji over here in the far north.
Well, he's already halfway done with that, so his economy's pretty on track. It's like okay that he's not doing any damage because his 3rd is nice and quick.
Let's see if he gets a scan on this observer.
Yes.
guess he...
I think he did.
I think so.
He scanned something.
We heard it.
Yeah, you got it.
The observer's gone. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Okay, so I love how he boosts his reinforcements. Like the medevacs pop out, he loads them up and zooms them to the army.
Yeah, it's actually
cool.
really nice.
Now, he's got a pretty sizable force here. That third Nexus is going up, but it's not up quite yet. He might be able to get something done here. He is starting to attack it. This army coming down now.
All right, he's going to try to force a cancel here. Will it work out?
And he actually does force a cancel.
Nice, nicely done. And the positioning of those force fields is actually going to benefit jjakji.
Yeah, that was actually quite a mistake there.
Yeah, these force fields are not...
He shouldn't actually be force fielding right now. You have to be so careful with your force fields once you actually have a good amount of charge lots. This is actually... We were talking before about how he was like MC a lot, and that's actually another thing that MC happened to him a lot, where if he's got like a lot of charge lots, sometimes he over force fields and it messes him up a little bit, like we just saw there from Trap.
All right, we got a drop over here at the expansion, and another one coming into the main. Meanwhile, a big attack over here from jjakji. Did he split his army? Oh, that Templars!
Oh, if he had cast all those storm stasis, this would be a different game right now. In the meantime, we do have this Warp Prism going to work. He's actually killing a decent amount of SCVs.
You know what? He's going to get a sandwich up here.
Oh, but he does load it up. He brown paper bagged that sandwich right out, Tasis.
The SCVs are coming back now, and the Vikings will go ahead and take out that Warp Prism.
Okay, so that was a little bit sloppy there by Trap. If Trap with those 3 High Templars had cast 3 storms, I would give him like a big advantage right now. But as is, I think it's kind of okay. He got some SCVs while he was over there. He definitely forced some lost mining time, which was nice. And he didn't end up dying, but he did lose a lot of High Templars. He lost 2 of his 3 sentries. And that's a lot of gas that is not ever going to come back.
Yeah. Well, I do like the harass that Trap did pull off there, really making the third not useful, allowing him to catch up, I guess, in an economic way. We'll have to see what how the next engagement from Trap here goes. This is the phase where Trap is now going to be able to get Templars, so, a few good storms, or conversely, for jjakji, a few good EMPs or snipes could be the game decider.
That is so true. When you get up to this size of army from Terran, if no storms are hitting you, then the charge lots can be kited so heavily because you really need the side storms to thin out those Marines to damage them so the Zealots can actually kill them off and stuff. That is a scary size of an army. Now, that bunker actually doing a great job. Trap is having to really focus on that.
Storm's coming down here.
That was a good one.
Nice snipe on the Templar, and both players back off.
Now, definitely we do have the worker advantage now going to Trap, 70 against 59. He's continuing to make a lot of High Templars, a lot of Zealots. He's, in fact, starting to add some Immortals as well, realizing that there should be a little bit higher Marauder to Marine ratio, especially with how much Psy Storm is out.
Well, the Army's now gathering up here. We could have another engagement. This small force in the front here to snipe any Templars. Getting that Archon wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, that would be a nice pickup. Really good micro here. Really good army control from jjakji. The way that he's moving back and forth is doing a great job. Oh, at least a couple of feedbacks.
Making that Archon just to buy a little bit of time here. I don't know if he has enough Templars to really deal with this.
He has 6 left. Like, if he hits the Psy Storms on him, it's fine. That one on the high ground is going to come in pretty handy. Oh, that's always painful.
All right, Time Warp here, and that was kind of a waste of time.
The thing is, jjakji will not go back in that area. Why would you go near a Time Warp? Oh, double Time Warp as he picks it off. Really, that's not where he wants it. If you can get a Time Warp on the army, you suddenly just win because you get a good Psy Storm.
The Zealots, oh my god, nice storms here! And with charge, they can't quite get away.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Now, this is a lot of medevacs, and some big EMPs do go down, but that is a lot of charge lots right now.
Yeah, there's just so many charge lots here. There's much more than the Terran can handle with ease. And continuing to chase him down now. Now he pulls the charge lots back. Pulls the charge lots back. so that the rest of his army can now engage.
That was
and do some
actually-
damage. I don't know if that was a good idea.
That was, you know what just happened right there was he dropped a ghost out and the Chargeless charged at that instead of
Yeah.
the main army, which allowed the main army to engage all the tech units of Trap at that moment.
Yeah.
Really smooth move by jjakji, and now he's taken a pretty sizable supply lead, and that's mostly based around his army.
The army gathering up here now. And it looks like we could have an engagement. Nope, not yet. By the way, both players staying on 3 bases.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to take a 4th base
Yeah,
on in this
they'll probably have to
situation.
both expand to the right side of the map. I would not encourage anybody to take the middle here.
If someone did, I guess it would have to be jjakji. Like, if Trap did that, I think he'd...
He'd probably lose,
Well,
yeah.
any way you look at it, he's starting to get stretched really thin here. Look at this really wide open area that Terran has to fight him in. Just look at that. He's trying to chase down some of these units. Gonna get a sentry and an immortal.
Actually, good
maybe
Snyder.
not.
That's so
No.
funny.
Good save there by Trap. That defensive storm definitely helping out a lot.
Now he wants his Warp Prism to come over here. Nicely done. The Marines chasing back that Warp Prism. Both armies now going to have to reposition.
You know,
Very, very close supplies right now. Worker count also incredibly close. These guys are neck and neck. The Terran will mine out a little bit quicker here with mules being used constantly. So there will be, if this goes on for long enough, pressure on jjakji to figure out how to get more money first.
Yeah, that is very true, but Trap looks like he's getting ready to take a 4th anyways here.
Huh.
Could be hard to hold on to. If jjakji sends even 1 medevac on that side, that's going to be a base that's very annoying to defend.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even do it? Do you warp over there? The thing is, if Terran is on the left side of the map, he can suddenly counterattack another base. So, you know, you're going to have to just rely on basically warp-ins over there, maybe a couple cannons, and that's it.
Okay. Coming down now.
Cloak is on the way right now, by the way, for the Ghosts. And as Cloak comes up, he continues to kill observers. And this is, there are actually 4 observers out with another on the way.
God, that is so many ghosts, by the way.
Yeah.
19.
None of those observers in the best of places.
Right, another scan
boy.
here. Terran's army looking mighty scary right now.
And you know what? Well, he's got a cannon there, but if jjakji waits for Cloak and moves in, I don't know that there's enough observers. Okay, he's getting observer speed. See, he realizes what's going on here. He watched the games of jjakji against Rain. So he knows that at this point of the game, when it starts getting late game against jjakji, he's going to be relying on Cloak a lot of the time.
He's also, by the way, jjakji taking the 4th. Now, we both said we didn't think this was a great place to expand to. I still don't think it is.
It's going to be easier to harass in some ways, but you know, he's the aggressor, so it's going to be... He can do this, but Trap cannot. And still, it is, as we see, easier to harass in a lot of ways. Losing a few SCVs there. That's going to slow him down pretty significantly.
Protoss now moving up here.
He's getting a planetary, so that's going to help to slow down any harassment.
Okay, a scan here. I think Protoss has to engage.
Okay, some pretty decent EMPs so far. Really bruising up those Zealots, getting one of the High Templars as well.
Nice force fields there to try to buy time. But, oh, they did not connect. Excuse me. They
And
were
look at
not
this.
good force field.
Countless scans. He is just looking for every observer. He's going to kill this Colossus before he even gets away. Trap kind of out of position being that far on that side of the map.
I mean, it's just so many ghosts.
And so many scans. He is so
Yeah.
on top of killing observers. Right now, it's both.
Oh,
my
nice storm
God.
there.
That was fantastic.
And another nice storm from the left side.
Well, the Cloaked Ghosts are still not seen, but he's starting to just storm all over him. He doesn't even care. Trap going to town for a
And we
moment
have more
there.
storm coming here from behind.
Oh my God, that was such a good engagement from Trap, but at the end of the day, oh my, if he scans right there, that's 4 observers, Tasteless. It's a lot of gas.
Well, he's continuing to try to press over here and do some more damage. This is a very bruised Terran army, though. All right, another nice snipe there on that Templar.
Look at that, he actually EMP'd the observers. One did live, though.
Nice storm there again.
A lot of ghosts have been lost. Now, Trap, though, has lost way more, right? He's lost basically all of his sentries except for one. He lost every High Templar, almost every Observer, which is a huge number. He has like 1 Archon left. His tech units are very, very low, whereas with jjakji, he actually did end up losing a lot of ghosts and a lot of medevacs, but he's got like double reactor starports going on right now. He's actually producing a lot of ghosts at once. This is not just in supply, but just in what units they have left over after all of that, it's really in jjakji's favor.
Yeah, jjakji is playing so well. Now, it's not over yet, though. Trap is still got a shot, but, you know, also keep in mind how many ghosts were actually made and how many were killed off there.
Well, he's got 10 ghosts already again, and 7
actually, and as I say that, you know what? Look at the gas count here for Terran. He's going to make a lot more ghosts. Yeah, jjakji's looking like he's in really good shape to win this.
Yeah. Gas, never the limiting factor in this matchup for Terran. Definitely much more so for Protoss.
Yeah.
But you know what? Trap is starting to get a good army again. He doesn't have a lot of meat in it, but he has 3 Colossi and 9 High Templars, and at least a single sentry there for Guardian Shield. So it's starting to, you know, he's starting to get an army put together. And if he can just get a few rounds of Zealots mixed in here, maybe some Stalkers as well as he is getting Blink to help out with these Vikings, then he can start taking fights again. But for right now, jjakji has a pretty big advantage tempo-wise.
All right, the army's now coming down here, and it looks like they're going to be hitting over here on the 4th. For Trap. Trap needs to secure this base. Oh, luckily there wasn't the pilot. He could get that small warping over there. Now here comes that attack right now. Templars inside the warp prison. The Vikings out of position.
And those are some okay storms going down, but the Vikings are going to take out all these Colossi. And it looks like not only is he going to kill off most of the army, I believe he's going to get this Nexus as well.
Yeah, he got that pylon too. No warp in there. GG. Is jjakji going to come back? He won that.